It's the kind of silhouette that doesn't just suggest performance, it demands it. The Porsche Cayman, with its compact, mid-engine proportions, isn't trying to look fast. It simply is. Every line carved into the body, every curve that catches the light, serves a purpose: to reduce drag, to improve airflow, to turn heads. With that short front overhang and sloping rear deck, there's a hint of motorsport heritage baked right into its design. A low stance, sculpted side intakes, and those unmistakable LED daytime running lights reinforce that this isn't just a car built to be driven, it's built to be experienced. From the outside, the Cayman is the kind of coupe that makes even casual car lovers pause. The rear haunches flare subtly, wrapping around lightweight alloy wheels available in staggered configurations. A deployable rear spoiler integrates seamlessly into the tailgate until speed demands it rise. The rear taillights, narrow and precise, glow like precision instruments. The dual exhausts, depending on the trim, sit centered or split on either side of the diffuser, emitting a deep, mechanical soundtrack that lets you know something special is hiding beneath the rear hatch. Slide into the cockpit and you'll quickly realize Porsche's idea of luxury is all about purpose. The seating position is low and focused, hugging you with side bolsters that feel race-ready without compromising comfort. High-grade materials like leather, brushed aluminum, and optional carbon fiber trim are laid out with German precision. Controls fall right to hand. The center console is subtly angled toward the driver, making the experience immersive even before the engine comes to life. The steering wheel is perfectly sized, offering a direct connection between the road and your fingertips. Porsche's signature center-mounted tachometer reminds you that revs, not speed, are the soul of this machine. Turn the ignition, or press the starter in newer models, and the Cayman awakens with a rasp. That engine, a boxer configuration nestled behind the seats, pulses with energy. In base form, it's a 2.0-liter turbocharged flat-4 producing 300 horsepower. The Cayman S gets a 2.5-liter variant with 350 horsepower, while the GTS takes it further with tuned internals and up to 394 horsepower. For purists, the Cayman GT4 and the recently unveiled GT4 Rupees feature naturally aspirated flat-6 engines, climbing over the 400 horsepower mark and screaming to 8,000 RPM and beyond. These aren't just numbers, they're the difference between a thrill and a transcendental experience on the open road. Transmission options cater to both traditionalists and modernists. The 6-speed manual is precise, mechanical, and satisfying in a way only Porsche can engineer. The optional 7-speed PDK dual-clutch transmission, however, is lightning quick. Shifts snap off with race car immediacy, enabling 0 to 60 runs in as little as 3.7 seconds depending on the model. But raw speed is only a fraction of the story. What truly sets the Cayman apart is balance. With its mid-engine layout, the car pivots around its center of gravity like a dance partner in perfect sync. The steering, always communicative, provides feedback that borders on telepathic. This isn't a car that demands your attention, it earns it, lap after lap, corner after corner. The chassis tuning is surgical. Porsche's adaptive dampers allow for both daily comfort and track day readiness. Optional PASM, Porsche Active Suspension Management, and torque vectoring sharpen the experience further, distributing power to the right wheels at the right moment. And then there's the sound, mechanical, raw, and emotional. Especially in the GT4 and RS variants, the Cayman becomes a symphony of induction, exhaust, and flat-6 fury. Windows down, revs up, tunnel ahead, the kind of drive you never forget. Inside, the tech doesn't distract, it enhances. The infotainment system, via a touchscreen integrated into the center stack, supports Apple CarPlay, satellite navigation, real-time traffic updates, and voice commands. The Porsche Connect suite offers services like remote vehicle status, smart route planning, and even security alerts. For the audiophiles, optional Bose or Burmester surround sound systems can fill the cabin with crystal clear sound, although many drivers might prefer the symphony playing out behind their heads. The Cayman's cabin is compact but surprisingly practical. There's a front trunk and a rear hatch, offering a combined storage space that makes weekend trips or spirited getaways more feasible than you'd expect. Build quality is typical Porsche, tight tolerances, satisfying clicks, and materials that feel built to last. The driving position, customizable with multiple seat options including 18-way adjustable sports seats plus, ensures hours of comfort even during aggressive driving sessions. Safety features round out the experience. Standard stability and traction control systems work behind the scenes, while available adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, and parking sensors offer modern convenience without diluting the purity of the drive. Even in its most basic form, the Cayman is engineered to keep both thrill and caution in balance. That's Porsche DNA, racing heritage meeting real-world practicality. Fuel economy, though not the priority here, is surprisingly efficient. The base Turbo 4 models can return over 24 mpg in mixed driving conditions, with highway figures pushing into the high 20s. The naturally aspirated flat 6 models consume more, but they reward every drop with pure exhilaration. Porsche's commitment to sustainability also shows up in their manufacturing processes and lightweight materials, further reinforcing that performance and responsibility aren't mutually exclusive. Pricing varies widely depending on the configuration. A base 718 Cayman starts at a relatively accessible point in the luxury sports car world, but ticking the right option boxes or stepping up to GTS, GT4, or GT4 rupees trims pushes it into serious performance territory and budget. But it's not just about what you spend, it's about what you feel. And in the Cayman, what you feel is unlike anything else on the road. Every inch of the Cayman feels curated for the driver who cares about the details. The weight of the clutch, the shape of the shifter, the resistance in the steering wheel as the tires load up through a turn. It's a car that doesn't just respond to input, it encourages exploration. Whether carving through mountain passes, cruising along coastal roads, or chasing lap times at the track, it delivers a level of engagement that's increasingly rare in today's automotive landscape. There's something timeless about the Cayman. It doesn't chase trends, it defines them. Porsche could have softened it, made it more accessible, added unnecessary layers of tech to please the masses. But they didn't. They made a driver's car. A precision instrument. A mid-engine marvel that continues to evolve while staying true to its core philosophy, balance, control, and purity of motion. The Cayman isn't about brute force. It's about the perfect line, the right gear, the moment when machine and driver become one. In an era where performance is often defined by horsepower wars and digital trickery, the Cayman offers something more honest. It invites the driver to participate, to learn, to grow. It rewards smooth inputs, sharp instincts, and respect for the road. This isn't a car for spectators. It's for those who still believe that driving is a craft. That connection matters. That less weight and more feeling will always outshine spec sheets. Even after all these years, the Cayman remains a revelation. A sports car that honors its heritage while forging new paths. It reminds the world that you don't need 4 doors, massive screens, or overwhelming power to create something truly thrilling. What you need is intent, engineering that refuses to compromise, and a brand like Porsche that understands the soul of a driver. So when the road calls, when the gears beckon, and the apex waits just ahead, the Cayman doesn't just rise to the occasion. It leads the charge, with clarity, with confidence, and with the kind of joy that only a Porsche can deliver.